Hello and welcome back to Dutchman Seb. Today we're with the Del Sol again, and I want to show you the new instrument cluster that I put in the car to give it more of a JDM feel. It's very cold out here today, so my hands are quite purple, so excuse me, I'm freezing. Let's have a look inside, guys. Take a look. So as you can see, beautiful new gauge cluster with some red lines. It's got also a higher red line starting at 7200 RPM, not the 6800 RPM, and as well it's got miles per hour as well as the kph. At night time it's got LEDs built into the gauge cluster itself, so I'll do an overlay for you now of the gauge cluster at night. So a huge improvement from the previous one, and it looks really great, guys. Tell me what you think about it. And I've also got a new shifter knob over here. It's a 6 shifting knob, universal fit, so it looks really nice. Aluminium piece for a short shifter, really cool. I've got a new boot coming as well from Amazon, so that'll be arriving pretty soon. So guys, keep an eye on the rest of the video. Cheers. All right, so here's the nighttime. Here we go. Boom, look at that. Whoa, what a difference. So as I mentioned earlier, the actual cluster gauge itself has LED embedded into the face. So it's not a backlight. As you can tell, the needle here is still a yellow color. And over here where the car is, it shows you where the roof is open and closed, also a yellow color. So the original halogen bulbs are still really old and faded and in here. So I've ordered some new LED bulbs, white light, red light, and blue light bulbs. It's actually going to replace the original bulbs, so I can actually make the needle color red as well. But like I mentioned, the LED lights is embedded into the face. It's a flat plate LED. So this one over here is still quite dark. You can barely see the odometer here as well, and the trip clock, and the needle for the speeder here also not illuminated. So the bulb behind there needs to be replaced, and the same thing goes for the fuel and temperature gauges. Those bulbs behind there also need to be replaced so you can see the needles. But basically the whole cluster looks way better with the blue and the red LED embedded into the face. So what a difference, what an improvement. And in a couple of days with the new LEDs from Amazon, I will show you how the new backlight looks behind the dash. And those are the twisty turn kind of bulbs that kind of pop out and then you can click in again. Alright, so I've installed the new LED light bulbs into the cluster to replace the old halogen bulbs, and as you can see now, the actual needle is illuminated in red, as well as the odometer highlighted in red behind. The fuel gauge and the temperature gauge now are in red as well. The rev counter needle also in red, as well as the little car showing here when the roof is open, now also red. So I ordered LED bulbs with red. They've got 180 degree angle, so there's 3 bulbs in the LEDs. I'll show you what they look like. And I just went and replaced 7 of the halogen bulbs for the backlight. So the actual LED cluster is what's known as a plasma cluster. It's a plasma face that you kind of stick on and glue onto the rev counter, the tachometer, and the speedometer, and then the LED is the backlights for the cluster. So I'm planning to do the rest of the car interior as well.